Hello folks, and welcome back to another video. I'm not starting the video off today at the usual place of Uptown. I'm here at Bonifacio High Street. I'm actually going to grab some lunch and then I'm going to check out a condo unit in the Park Suites building, which is also a corner unit. Now, why am I making myself another condominium video? Well, actually, I'm going to be moving out of One Uptown for reasons that I might explain later on in the video or in a future video. I think I found the place. While I sit here and eat, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you about why I'm planning to move out of One Uptown. I've actually already given notice to my landlord that I'll be moving out at the end of December, which is pretty much like 2 days before New Year's Eve. Now, if you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you know I've been actually living in One Uptown for the past 2 to 3 months, and I actually really like the layout of the units, the way they're set up. They're a lot more rectangular, wider, and there's quite a lot of space to walk around and to set up your furniture in kind of any way which you want. So the main reason why I'm moving out of One Uptown has to do with the electricity bills. My electricity bills in the last month came out to 17,000 pesos, which is a lot. Now, why did my electricity bill come out so high? I know exactly why. And actually, some of you guys in the comments warned me of the extortionate electricity bills I would be paying in the One Uptown condominium units. So the entire time in which I've been there, I've never once used the stove. I've never actually plugged the fridge into the wall. The first month in which I was there, I wasn't even using the washing machine or dryer because it wasn't functioning properly. And so where all the consumption of electricity was coming from was mainly from the air conditioning units and a few lights that I had set up. But lights don't really take up a lot of energy. It's the AC units that absolutely wreck your electricity bill. Now, usually, even if you have air conditioning units in your unit, your electricity bill shouldn't be coming out this high unless your AC units are non-inverter units. And if they're non-inverter units, they're terribly inefficient things, as I will explain. The difference between a non-inverter and an inverter unit has to do with the way in which they operate and control the ambient temperature. When a user inputs the desired temperature, let's say 23 degrees Celsius, and the ambient temperature is 26 degrees Celsius in the condo, a non-inverter unit will literally use 100% of the capable power to reduce the temperature from 26 degrees Celsius to the desired temperature of 23. And the moment it does that, it ends up switching off. It just turns off. And when the temperature later on creeps back up, it once again switches back on and it's applying 100% of its power yet again. Now, if you can't see the problem with this, let me give you an analogy. Let's say you're in a car, right? And you're cruising down the motorway and the speed limit is 100 kilometers per hour. If you were to reach 100 kilometers per hour and then you all of a sudden take your foot off the throttle and you allow the speed of the car to reduce back to 90 or 80 kilometers per hour, and then you once again floor it by pushing that pedal all the way down to get to 100 kilometers per hour. That's very, very inefficient, and nobody drives like that. If you drive like that, you've got problems. Rather, what you end up doing is you feather the throttle such that the car maintains a constant speed, and that way the vehicle becomes a lot more fuel efficient because you're not accelerating as harshly. Now, if the air conditioning unit is an inverter, when the desired temperature is reached, rather than switching off, it ramps down. It's only using a little bit of power to maintain that desired temperature in the room. And so they tend to be more efficient, about 60 to 65% more efficient than a traditional non-inverter unit. And so I'm looking to move to a condo with inverter air conditioning units because I don't want to be paying 17,000 pesos in electricity bills. And remember, I haven't even used a stove, I haven't used a fridge, I'm only using one air conditioning unit, and for the first month I wasn't even using the washing machine and tumble dryer. So if I start using those things on top, I reckon my electricity bills are going to go over 20,000 pesos a month. And paying 20,000 pesos in electricity bills a month is more than half of the rent in which I'm paying for that unit. My friend Justin, who's in the Park Suites buildings, he's got a bigger condo at 65 square meter, whereas mine is like 37, 38. And he's paying 7K, even though he has bigger air conditioning units and a bigger space to cool down. And why is that? Well, it has to do with the fact that his units are inverter units. Now, I have requested my landlord if he's willing to change their air conditioning units to inverter type. For anyone wondering about changing their particular units, I did request a quote from the mall, By the way, this is a mall, so it most likely will be a lot more expensive than if you were to go elsewhere. To get a brand new inverter unit from Samsung, the cost is around about 21,000 pesos. So only 4,000 pesos more than what I'm paying for my current electricity bill. And you see, the thing is, all the units in the One Uptown building were built with non-inverter units. So pretty much every unit in that tower, by default, came with terribly inefficient air conditioning units. So if you're somebody who's looking to move into Uptown and you're considering the One Uptown building, chances are the landlord that you're going to be renting that unit from most likely hasn't changed the AC units to inverters. But always double check if they have, because if they have, then great. Now, this advice doesn't just apply to the Uptown area or BGC, it actually applies to everywhere in the Philippines, actually worldwide. So I hope you found that informative and another factor to consider when you're out on the market looking for a place to rent. So we're currently at 64,000 subscribers on the channel, and it would be amazing to get to 100k before the year ends. If you can do me the quick favor and scroll down and check if you're subscribed. If you're subscribed, great. If you're not, go on, make that Gmail account or log into your YouTube account and hit that subscribe button for me. And also, if you're a true believer and a true patron to the channel, then you'll go and ask your mum, sister, brother, nephew, uncle, grandma, grandpa to subscribe. That would really catapult us to that 100k goal by the end of the year. Alrighty, I'm once again in Uptown, and the building which we're going to be checking out, called the Park Suites Tower 2. If you don't already know, there's that one just up there. It's directly opposite Mitsukoshi Mall and the Federal Land buildings and above Landers. I think they've been having live performances here at Landers pretty much every day. Okay, so this unit that we're about to check out is on the 42nd floor, facing Uptown Mall, or Uptown Parade, I should say. So I'm standing inside the 65-meter square unit here in Park Suites Tower 2, and it's a brand new condominium unit that's just been turned over, never tenanted before, and it's actually going for 65,000 pesos. The unit has been furnished in a minimalist style, so we've got a dining table here, very simple, very contemporary and neat and clean. Your kitchen is on the left here with your cabinets hanging from the walls. It looks like this unit has been furnished with all the plates, glasses, pots and pans in which you need. The fridge is made from Panasonic. It's brand new, never been used before, as are all the other items. The unit features this main central light, which is also a fan. I don't know how you switch it on, but I'm pretty sure you can. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. And then on this side of the kitchen is a bar table with a few stools in a similar theme as the table and all the furniture in this particular unit. Now, with these corner units, you do get floor-to-ceiling windows. Actually, this entire wall is made up of windows. And look at this view. Because it's on the 42nd floor, there is literally no compromise to it whatsoever. And this unit has been furnished in a way to make the most of the view, as the sofa is facing this beautiful panoramic sight. There's a pretty nice contemporary glass table, which I'm a pretty big fan of. A nice rug underneath. The maid's room is through here. As you can see, it's an empty space. In most cases, you'll be using this as a utilities room for your washer and dryer, which is located here, to maybe hang up or dry your clothes, etc., and to basically store your mops and brooms, etc. There's also a maid's bathroom in here, and then we'll step back out onto the main living space. As I mentioned before, the reason why I'm moving out of One Uptown is because of the AC units, as they're non-inverters, but the ones in this unit are all inverters, so you're going to be saving a lot on your electricity bill. Okay, so this is the bedroom. Again, very minimalist. There's not a lot in here apart from your essentials such as your bed, a small work desk, a few lamps, and some shelves behind the door. In this corner is the integrated wardrobe. You have what looks like a 42-inch TV built in with this TV stand, which makes really good use of space, allowing you to freely walk around. And wait until you get out onto the balcony. The view from it is spectacular. Look at this, folks. We're 42 floors high in BGC, the place to be. And you've got this incredible panoramic view. It's almost 180 degrees over the Laguna Lake. That over there, in which you see that stream of water flowing down, is actually the Pasig River, which takes you all the way to Binondo and further into the mountains. And in this direction, we've got an unhindered view over One Uptown Parade, Uptown Mall, and all along 9th Avenue. That's incredible. And in the distance over there, we have a clear view of the mountain ranges that wraps all around to Gig. You see Alliance Global right there? That's the company responsible for creating these units, right? But you're actually sitting above them. And even JP Morgan and Chase. There's not a lot more floors higher than this. I think maybe it's 5 more floors high until you're to the top. And the view really doesn't change from here to over there. Right here are your big beefy compressors, which run really efficiently. I just can't get enough of this view. You've got a view over every sort of possible landscape, whether it be mountain ranges, or whether it be low-rise buildings, high-rise buildings, lakes. You can see everything from up here. And look at this, look at these clouds up here. At heights like this, you've got incredible privacy of your entire condo and balcony. Literally, pretty much no one can look into your unit because you're so high up. Yeah, I think I'm sold on the unit myself. All right, folks, that was the 65 square meter unit on the 42nd floor in Park Suites Tower 2. If I don't get that place for myself, then you can secure it by contacting the email in the description below. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like today's video, and share it with friends and family. And I will see you in the next video here in BGC. Many thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and bye for now.